Oh, yeah. Episode 28, yeah. Yeah. Have the Happy Jack dogs been lost in history? A deeper look into the Magnum dogs. Looking back at the life and legacy of Irish Jerry. Let us analyze the evidence on this episode of Bulldog Court. Bulldog community, please rise. This is your host, Get a Hold James, because we got to get a hold of the game.
Court is now in session.
Oh man. Like the heavyweight champ uppercut. Oh, we back with another episode of Bulldog Court. This is your host, Get a Hold James, because we got to get a hold of the game. I'm so happy that you could join me tonight. You could have been anywhere else in the Bulldog streets, but you decided to come and hop on with your boy, and I'm so happy that you did. You underdid. And like I say every time, I am not the judge nor jury, for it is up to you, the Bulldog community, to decide which way the tide may roll. I'd like to thank everybody for checking out last week's episode. Covered a few topics. R.I.P. to Mr. A.W. McCool. And it looks like we have had another sad occasion again. And you know, every year, towards the end of the year, you know, it seems like we lose, you know, celebrities or you know, significant people in, you know, in the Bulldog community. It look like the end of the year, like it takes a toll. But we're gonna get into that on a later case. Let me start with my first case. Have the Happy Jack dogs been lost in history? But we're talking about strands here tonight. Strands in particular. And we know we have the Midnight Cowboy dogs that go toward Grand Champion Herman, into the Maverick dogs of today. We know that we have other Midnight Cowboy strands out there, or Eli strands out here, but specifically the ones that came out of the yard of and Mr. Hand by way of Baker Davis, you know, the Grand Champion Candy, the Grand Champion Happy Jack, and so on and so forth, based out of the Midnight Cowboy and Chavo crosses into each other. Said to be brothers on paper, but we talking about Maurice Carver, so, you know, we just have to take it at face value. It all worked at the end, and that's the only thing that really matters, that it worked and was successful, and it could reproduce itself. So I'm asking the Bulldog community, when is the last time you've ever seen a Happy Jack dog? And I'm going to get into the pedigree of this dog. But first, I want to give you a fun fact. I remember, I believe it was the Twins, and they talked about Mayday producing Grand Champion Luke Kane, and then Grand Champion Luke Kane produces Stone City's Grand Champion Luca, right? So it's three, you know, four Grand Champions in the line. So you had Yellow, Mayday, Luke Kane, and then Luca. Okay. Well, long before that, there was Grand Champion Candy, a female, who produced Grand Champion Happy Jack, who produced, now if you believe, you know, the pedigree is what it is, produced Grand Champion Sir Dog. And Grand Champion Sir Dog produced Grand Champion Sport, or Black River's Grand Champion Sport, or Boney's Grand Champion Sport, however you want to say it. So there is another example many years before that of Grand Champion producing Grand Champion that produced another Grand Champion in 4 generations of Grand Champions. Long before, or maybe right around the time, you know, when Yellow was around, but before there was a Mayday or Luke Kane. or Miss Luca. This is just one fine example of the producing power of these animals. That's if you believe all these pedigrees are true to form and these dogs are what they are. But right now we're just going to go by the pedigree. So he will go on to produce Eunice's Crackerjack. And Crackerjack will go on to throw champions and grand champions as well. Happy Jack also had a sister that was a champion by the name of Lee's Champion Cowgirl. So just winning, just good dogs all around. But when the last time you ever saw one? Almost like the Loch Ness Monster out here now. And you might say, man, who cares? We can get Midnight Cowboy from Maverick, and it's other ways we can get Midnight Cowboy. But I'm talking about this. Grand Champion Rufus is out here. It's still the Grand Champion Rufus blood out here. And true enough, this is true. Especially coming through the St. Benedict Bailey dogs. You can get you some Rufus. But me, I'm primarily talking about Happy Jack. So, if you look at the way he's bred and look at how he looks, he fits the mold, to the match of Midnight Cowboy. The short legs and long body, and, when you look at the pictures of him, he looks the mold of Midnight Cowboy. And I know we can say you can get it through shorty cowboy dogs of today, and they're still around. That's true, but we're talking strands tonight. And when is the last time you saw a Grand Champion Happy Jack heavy bred dog? And I'm sure there's some out there. The last one I can remember was Argane's Chavo. Argane's Chavo, 2-time winner, was the last one that I could recall that was extremely heavy on Lee's Champion Cowgirl, Happy Jack. They bred Happy Jack to his sister and tied those dogs into each other and got Chavo. I will place the pedigree of Argane's Chavo here so that you can see how tight bred this animal is. And he also produced. And so I just wanted to touch on this. I look forward to seeing your comments in the comment section. And if you know of any modern day dogs that are heavy Grand Champion Happy Jack, let us know. Even if it's not your dog, just show the pet or whatever. I would like to see if you've seen heavy Eunice's Crackerjack dogs, which goes back to that, or Lee's Champion Cowgirl type stuff. I would like to hear what you have to say about it. And this is just really a continuation of previous cases that I have covered, and the variation in strands of the conversation that we were having on Bulldogging with Bo the other night. So I just would really love to hear your commentary. So in the case of, have the Happy Jack dogs been lost in history? This case is now dismissed. We'll get back to the show after these important messages.